Hello and welcome to the CHC expert interview. My name is Stefan Poschek from CHC Corporate Health Consulting, and we help small business owners become more successful, scale their business, get more customers, more leads, and more revenue. And today I have a very interesting speaker and very interesting guest, because in my opinion, he has a really interesting story. And due to the situation we all have the last 1.5 years, he had seriously to change his business model. And so I'm really excited to have you on my show and in the interview. So welcome, Armin Müller. Please introduce yourself and tell us what you are doing.
Yeah, thank you, Stefan, for having me here and for the invitation. Yes, my name is Armin Müller. I'm a wine and travel expert, and I'm the founder of the company Gourmet Wine Travel. And I was used to go with my clients to the most exciting wine regions in the world. So that is in short.
That's perfect. So actually, COVID probably changed something in your business model, right? Because you were not allowed to travel anymore. So what happened about 2 years ago to your business model, and how do you had to change?
So in January, I still thought, wow, this will be an amazing year. I had prepared and already made the advertisement for so many great wine tours all over the world. And then, let's say, end of January, all the applications stopped. And in March, we were then in the lockdown. And my income stream, I was not only doing wine trips, but also physical wine tasting, went into the air. So I was really forced to reinvent myself. And actually, I was then also in a Zoom meeting like we are today. And one of my very cool sommelier friends in Israel told me, we have to change our business model. And I say, okay, can you help me? And he said, yeah, I can do that. You should start doing the wine tastings online. And I say, wow, that's not possible. How can I get cool atmosphere in a Zoom meeting? And he said, try it. You will see it works. And then already in April, I had my very first online wine tasting. So with about 10 people in the Zoom call. I was a newbie in Zoom, so I had no idea how can I share the screen, how can I mute somebody, and all these things which are important. But from time to time, it became better. And then I was really enjoying it because I saw that the people really interact to each other, and it was a kind of sociability which I would have never expected. And then you see something, white loaves, and this happened nearly a couple of days before Easter. I have also a coach who helped me in this transition period, and so she told me, you should not only make wine tastings, you should give an additional service. And I said, yeah, what? Try, she said, go in the supermarket, try for Easter now to get a good wine for a lamb steak and a good wine for a salmon steak. So because this is typical Easter meal. And I was going into the supermarket, and at the entrance with COVID, it was still not all the routines. And they said, yeah, please put on these white gloves. And these were vinyl white gloves. And I put it on, and my daughters made a video how I was trying to get a good wine in a supermarket for a lamb steak and for salmon steak. So I got the the person who was responsible, and he said, yeah, I would recommend a white for the salmon and a red for the
For the
meat.
lamb, yeah.
So, but you had about 500 or 700 wines. So it was so amazing, but I could not choose a wine if I have no clue. I could have chosen it, but the condition for this video was you have no clue and you have to get a wine. And then we went into a very special wine shop here in Uster. And after 10 minutes, I had 2 good bottles of wine, which were excellent for the Easter meals. So, and then I was posting this video, and then somebody said, oh, hey, Armin, you are the white love sommelier. So this was born. And I was then, wow, I think that is a very cool thing. And it was then my branding. I started to brand the white love sommelier, and I also started to promote wineries in Facebook. And I cracked the code, not immediately, but from months to months, I got higher visibility. And my very most successful post, this was actually then also slightly before Christmas, had 20,000 viewers, but in average, I got between 5,000 and 10,000 viewers. In summer this year, they changed the code again, and I dropped down to 1,000, but I was able also to get 10,000 viewers again. So for one of my clients, even from Austria, a very nice winery from Austria, I got more than 10,000 viewers on the post, and in the radio show itself, about 80,000 listeners worldwide. So it's a very, very cool thing. And in the meantime, I do also this kind of services, so online wine tastings for companies. And it is so appreciated because so many people feel isolated in the home office. And with an evening like this, not talking about the figures, not talking about the problems, but having sociability. So isolation is not so good. So sociability instead isolation. And so when we met, I was actually interviewed exactly for this topic, isolation instead of, sociability instead of isolation. And yeah, I'm so glad that I can help the companies to have a really great evening together. I manage everything for them. I send out the wines. In case they want to have it together with a winery, I organize also the winemaker. And in case they want to have some snacks, I'm doing that. The next one is open one, which I'm doing 2nd of December. And I have very lovely people, mainly from Switzerland and Germany, coming together in the Zoom meeting, making networking together, having fun, learning a bit about wine, learning how to combine wine and food, and having good time. So this is, in short, what was my story in the last 20 months.
Wow, Armin, that's really, really awesome. So first of all, congratulations, because you had to make a couple of big changes in your business model and also in your modus operandi, so how you are doing business actually. So for all the listeners out there, there were so many golden nuggets Armin just told you, because just the thing with the white gloves, I love this because this is something that people can remember, because of course there are a lot of sommeliers out there, but who is on Facebook and who is on LinkedIn and who is on social media with white gloves and doing online wine tasting? And so this is exactly how you can positioning yourself and how you can brand yourself.
And you know what? Last week I was in a wine tourism conference in Florence, and I was in the bus, and there was a lady, and she said, "Ah, you are the white glove sommelier." And I say, "Yeah, that's right, but we have never seen before. How can you know that?" And she said, "Yeah, I have seen your videos in Facebook, So I knew already your face, I knew your white gloves, and it was amazing. So
that's awesome. That's really, really awesome. So, Armin, have you ever thought before COVID hit? Yeah, have you ever thought about this kind of business model before, or was this really completely new? And was this, yeah, out of the situation? Was this born out of this new situation?
exactly, it was born out of the situation, and I remembered 17th of March, everything was closed, and I was starting to whine, not really whining, but so what should I do? And so by chance, I was then talking to my friend in Israel, and he was actually giving me the hint. And I'm always open to try new things. So I thought, what can I lose? What can I win? I can lose a couple of hours for the preparation of the course, and I can lose the customers because they are not satisfied. But what could I win? I could win new customers. And actually, I have won so many new customers because my reachability online is much bigger. So I have mainly customers in the German-speaking world, of course, but I had also customers from Croatia, from Malta, from France, from Ireland, and so on and so on. So I'm doing this in English, I'm doing this in German as my customer wants. And so next one is in German, 2nd of December. But in case you have an international company, they can book me in English, they can book me in Italian or in German. So it's as I want. So
that's really awesome. So was it hard to make all these changes in the last 20 months?
You have to step out of your comfort zone. So
okay.
you are used to do things and they work. Of course, we are going again next year to Georgia. We are going again to Spain. I'm planning now also Sicily, Cyprus, and so on. So very, very cool destinations. And life is life. That is for sure. So, but the cool thing is that you really can transform and make good atmosphere also in the Zoom. So just imagine I have my glass of wine and now you have not 2 people, but you have 20 people and we are cheers and together. And normally the people start then also talking. It is not only that I will present my things. Of course, I will do that. But there's enough time. That is time for jokes. That is time for interacting. There is time for networking. So in the next session, we have only 3 wines, but we have then also crisinis and cheese and salami and olives. And there is enough time that people can interact with each other and exchange business cards, exchange telephone or LinkedIn, so whatever they like. So for me, it is important that people can have good atmosphere, good interaction, and the wine is, for parenthesis, just the connecting dot.
Mm-hmm. So cheers. So what do you think makes this magic atmosphere? Is it that the people have time, or that there is no business talk, or this is not just a workshop or a conference or another online meeting, or what makes the difference? What is really the magic formula that you are able to generate this atmosphere?
Good. I think the magic atmosphere is I make it for you. That means I take care which wines we will have the evening. I take care in case it's a company event and we have the pre-meeting. So what exactly do they need? Do they want to have also a little bit of own speakers, so to thank everybody for the year and so on. So I give them this time, but then we have let's say a point where everybody starts to relax. So, and after the second or third sip of a lovely wine, then you enjoy the little snacks, you enjoy what is coming, and you say, wow, oh, with this kind of wine, I could do next time a cool barbecue, or I could do a lovely asparagus risotto or whatever. So they get new ideas and they have something which is valuable on the one hand side. On the other hand side, it is something, yeah, I can relax, I can just consume. I do not have to be preparing something. I just go into the session and start relaxing, start enjoying, start socializing, start connecting.
That's really awesome. So I could go on and on and on. I already feel this magic atmosphere you are presenting. And I also think you are a major point of creating this atmosphere because of your personality, because you are some kind of leading the people through this journey and through this experience. So this is really awesome. So Armin, if somebody wants to get connected with you and wants to try how is an online wine tasting? How can they connect with you? What is the best way to connect and reach out to you?
If it's allowed to give my personal telephone number,
Yeah,
that's
of
the
course.
easiest.
Of
So
course.
it is 0041 for Switzerland, 7633 77722. And then just give me a WhatsApp message, and that's the easiest way. All the other things are also possible, like say where you find me also Googling the White Glove Sommelier, or you go into www.gourmetwinetravel.com. So you have different possibilities to find me. But I think the short message is the easiest thing. And one more thing which I improved during COVID. I'm always a talkative person. So, however, I have done so many interviews in super yacht radios with the coolest wineries all over the world. And I can really say from the very first beginning to now, there was such a curve, how you express yourself, how you interact with the people, and also interaction due to the online wine tastings. Because if you are live, you can also be a second not present, but online you have to be present. You have to really, like a conductor, manage everything and to understand the atmosphere, to control the atmosphere, to improve the atmosphere, whatever is needed. And I think due to this crisis, I had a lot of personal learnings, and I'm very glad about that. And this helps me in the real life, but it helps me also to make such kind of events. And my biggest event was, by the way, with 100 people in the Zoom. Wow. And then I had 4 monitors. Because on every monitor, I could only see 25 people.
Yeah.
So it was amazing. I was doing it in the University of Zurich for all the lecturers and professors and so on. And I could see them, and it was cool. So
that's really cool, Armin. So that's so inspiring that you had the courage to really change something and to adapt your business model. So one more time, congratulations to this really huge success. And I'm really looking forward to talk to you again. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this interview and all the inspiring story you just told us, and also our audience. And to all of you guys out there, just adapt to the situation, look how you can change your business model. And Armin is the best example. You can change your business model and get really, really successful and adapt to a new situation. So just go for it. And I wish you all the best. Have fun and stay healthy. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you, Stefan, for the interview. And dear audience all over, I think, Europe or wherever you are, in case you want to connect, you have my number now and feel free to do so. Cheers.
Thank you.